Cecil, I think that was awfully nice of those fellows to push Ben Hur off
Yeah,
back.
I know what you were with them.
Oh, Cecil,
You smiled at that other fellow like he was a lost friend.
Well, I didn't have to help us push the car off, did he?
No, and you didn't have to gush over him.
Oh, Cecil, I don't gush.
Sitting there, those horns, hard honking, and the bell ring smile. And she were playing like really at ease.
I was.
And making banjo eyes.
Well, that's awfully nice.
Why didn't you invite him to join us and go riding?
Well, I thought of that, but I didn't think you'd like it.
Keep on your side of the road.
Oh, don't be a side-seat driver, Cecil. I'm doing all right.
All right, my eye. I guess it was all right to get stalled in the middle of traffic back there.
It was kind of fun.
Oh, gosh. I'll be glad when this lesson is over.
I just love to drive now. I'm not afraid.
I know it. It's me that's afraid now.
Don't worry, Cecil. I'll be careful.
This is the last lesson I'll ever teach you.
Oh, that's all right. I don't need any more. I know all there is about driving already.
Well, learn how to drive on your side of the street.
Goodness, I keep forgetting.
What'd you honk the horn for?
We came to a corner.
You better keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Won't it be fun when I tell Uncle Thomas that I can drive?
You won't be telling him the truth.
And then he'll buy me the car he promised.
And suppose he asks me if you can drive.
Well, you'd tell him I could, wouldn't you? You wouldn't tell him I couldn't drive and then have him not get me my own little car.
I certainly am. I'm going to tell him the truth.
But I can drive.
But you can't.
But I can.
You don't have to honk every time you come to a corner.
I do. I like to tell the other cars to watch out. I'm coming.
Believe me, if I saw you coming, I'd watch out.
But, Cecil, you aren't going to spoil everything, are you?
I'm going to tell your uncle the truth.
Then he won't buy me a car.
I can't help it.
Cecil, you have to tell him I'm a good driver.
Ha! Don't be ridiculous.
Cecil, promise me you'll tell Uncle Thomas that I can drive as good as anybody.
I won't. It's not the truth, Sally.
If you don't promise me, I'll step on the gas.
Ha! That's all right. We're at the edge of town. No traffic. Go ahead. Step on the gas.
All right. There, now. I'm going awfully fast.
Go ahead. Step on it some more. You're just crawling.
My goodness, I'm going 40 miles an hour.
Keep your eye on the road.
Are you going to make me that promise?
I am not.
You better, Cecil. I'll go faster.
Go ahead. I like it. I can always grab the wheel.
Oh, we're liable to get wrecked.
Fine. Hooray.
I'm going to go faster.
Go ahead. You can't force me to tell your uncle you're a good driver until you are.
I'm going 50 now. Cecil, don't you think I better stop? Aren't you afraid?
No. You haven't scared me yet. Go ahead, faster.
Well, maybe I better let you off. Maybe I better slow down.
Oh, no. You're just trying to bluff me. Go ahead.
All right.
Try and bluff me, will you?
Cecil.
What is it?
There's someone following us.
Don't let him pass you. Don't be a piker.
But I think it's a cop. He's on a motorcycle.
Holy mackerel, stop. Slow down. Stop.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Too late now.
What do I do, Cecil? He's waving at me. Shall I wave back?
He wants you to pull over to the side.
What side, Cecil?
Slow down, Sally. Slow down. Pull over the curb. The right curb. The right curb.
Will you pull on the brake for me, Cecil, please?
All right. That's good.
Oh, my goodness, Cecil, but he's a big one.
Oh, sure. You would pick out a big cop.
Don't fight him, Cecil.
Don't worry. Shut off your motor.
Here he comes, Cecil. What do I say?
Nothing. He'll do the talking. Now, don't say anything. Here he is. Oh.
Well, what seems to be the hurry there? Going to a fire?
We didn't know there was one, Mr. Cop.
Keep still, Sally. No, sir.
Do you know how fast you were going?
No, sir.
Well, I'll tell you. You are going 40 miles in a 30-mile speed limit.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, Mr. Cop, I'm sure we weren't doing 40 miles an hour.
Well, how do you know?
I looked at the speedometer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So did I.
You're sure of that?
Oh, yes, sir.
I know. I looked at the speedometer, and we weren't going 40 miles. We were going 50.
Sally, shut up. Ha, ha. She's just kidding, mister.
Oh, so you were going 50, huh?
Oh, she's just kidding, officer. Oh, she must have her little joke.
Cecil, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And a few minutes ago you were talking about telling the truth.
Huh. So you were doing 50. What's the matter with you, young fella? Are you sober? Haven't you got any sense?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Who was driving, you?
Yes, it was me. I don't do very well, do I?
Shh, Sally.
Where's your driver's license?
Oh, she left it at home, sir.
Oh, I haven't got one.
Oh, you haven't got one. What do you mean driving 50 miles an hour without a license? What's the idea?
Well, I didn't want to go that fast, Mr. Officer.
I guess you were in a hurry to see a sick friend, huh?
No, sir, but Cecil here, he kept telling me to go faster.
Oh, he did, huh?
Oh, isn't she funny, officer? She just loves to joke. Don't you, Sally? Say you do.
All right there. I ought to take you in.
Yes, sir.
Well, if that's all, we're ready to go now.
You're not going anyplace, sister.
I'm not your sister.
I'm sorry, officer, or captain. I didn't realize we were going so fast.
That's an old story.
Well, I'll be careful after this. Yes, sir, I will.
Well, I don't like to give you a ticket.
Oh, no, of course not. You just love to, and you know it.
Shh, Sally.
What was that?
You heard me. You think you're so smart just because you're a cop.
Oh, is that so? Well, well.
And you can't bully me, you big bully.
Don't pay any attention to her, officer. She's crazy. She bumped her head back there.
Oh, yeah? Well, what did you let her drive then for, huh?
Well, I see.
Yeah, I see. Well, I'm going to give you a little ticket.
Good. Make it 2 for the Orpheum.
That'll be about enough out of you.
Wait till I get you alone.
Now, where's my pencil? You got a pencil?
No, sir.
I have right here in my purse. There.
Thanks.
I have something very nice to hand you when we're alone, Sally.
Well, if it's advice, I don't want it.
Oh, don't worry. It's not advice.
Cecil, you're so sweet.
All right, here you are. Take this a ticket and appear tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And see that you tell the truth the next time. So long.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye, and I hope you trip and break your neck.
Sally, shut up.
Oh, I don't like him.
Oh, this ticket. Oh, ouch.
What does it say?
Oh, nothing at all. Just these charges. Speeding, reckless driving, driving on the wrong side of the road, resisting an officer, no driver's license, ignoring traffic signals, no registration card, and a few other minor charges.
Oh, cheer up. That's nothing to bother about. Remember, it could have been worse. And besides, we can go to court together.
Well, Sally, if you're satisfied,
Oh, I am, Cecil.
and nearest that I've been today,
Oh, you should bother.
I guess I won't have to bother about this tag.
Oh, was that what you meant? I thought you meant was I satisfied about learning how to drive.
Huh. That's the very thing you have no reason to be satisfied for.
Oh, I am. I did great today.
Oh, you were great, all right. Driving on the wrong side of the road, stalled in the middle of the streetcar tracks, arrested for speeding, and then get smart with the cop and have him give me a tag with 100 different charges.
There were only 7 charges, Cecil.
Well, isn't that enough?
Well, yes, I think it is.
Oh, I'll probably have to go to jail.
No, you won't, Cecil. I'll go to court with you and explain to the judge.
You will not go to court with me.
But I'll help you.
No, I've had a sample of your help this afternoon.
Well, I didn't like that cop. But I'll like the judge and won't call him names.
I'm not taking any more chances.
Cecil, if you have to go to jail, I'll go with you.
Rats.
Well, I will, Cecil. Honest. I'll suffer with you.
No one will suffer except my pocketbook. I'll borrow money to pay my fine, if I can.
I have $4 in the house. I'll loan it to you.
Thanks. You better keep your pennies.
They're not pennies, Cecil. Oh, I know, Cecil. You can borrow your fine from Uncle Thomas.
That's the last thing I would do.
Why, Cecil?
I don't want your uncle to know anything about it. He's liable to get sore.
That's right. He's liable to think you're reckless.
I'll pay my fine all right, I hope.
How much do you think it will be, Cecil?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think it would be over $5?
On 7 charges?
Well, would it be over $7?
I'll be lucky if I get off under 50.
I wouldn't call that lucky.
Darn. And I wanted to buy some new tires for Ben-Hur this month.
Cecil, I'll help you pay your fine.
Oh, don't be silly.
After all, Cecil, it was partly my fault that we were arrested.
Partly your fault.
Yes, a little.
You know darn well it was all your fault.
Now, Cecil, don't try to blame me.
I guess it was me who talked back to the cop and driving all over the street and speeding.
But you told me to drive faster.
Well, you didn't have to do it.
But I always try to be agreeable.
I wish that you had remembered that when you started in on that cop.
I told you I didn't like him. I didn't like his eyes.
Oh, you always judge everyone by their eyes.
Sir, you can always tell whether a person is nice by their eyes.
Oh, yes?
Sir, that's why I first liked you. You have such nice eyes.
Oh, well, I guess you know what you're doing, Sally. I'm sorry if I got cross with you.
Oh, that's all right.
I have to go, Sally. You better get out of the car and go on in the house.
Cecil, I want to ask you something first.
All right. Fire away.
Well, Cecil, you know Uncle Thomas is going to get me a car if I know how to drive, and he's going to go by what you tell him. And you're going to tell him I'm a good driver, aren't you, Cecil?
No.
Why, Cecil?
Because you're not.
But, Cecil, he won't let me have a car then.
I'm not going to tell your uncle anything that's not true. I know just what would happen.
What, Cecil?
Well, he'd get you a car, just like he promised he would. And then you'd bust it all up, and he'd blame me for telling him that you could drive.
Oh, Cecil, you can cross your fingers when you tell him.
No, Sally, I won't do it.
Oh, Cecil, please.
Don't pull on my coat.
Cecil, I don't see how anyone with such nice eyes as you have could have the heart to be so mean.
Sally, please don't make that buttonhole in the lapel of my coat any bigger than it is.
Cecil, would you like to stay to dinner tonight?
Thanks, but I have to go.
Cecil, we'd love to have you. The cook has made a lemon pie.
No, you better go on in, Sally. There's your uncle on the porch.
Oh, Cecil, he's going to ask you if I'm a good driver.
And I'm going to tell him no.
Oh, you couldn't.
I am.
You know what I think of you, Cecil Shortridge.
Well, you don't think so much of me right now, but you'll get over it.
Oh, sometimes I could choke you.
Oh, you're not strong enough.
All right. I don't care what you tell Uncle Thomas. I don't want a car anyhow.
Are you going in the house?
Yes. You don't have to order me out of your car.
Oh, now, Sally, don't be mad. I'm right. Can't you see?
It really isn't important.
Now, wait a minute, Sally. Now, wait a minute. There's no need to get mad.
Please let go of my hand. I want to go in.
You can wait just a minute.
I don't want to speak to you.
You don't have to. I'll do the talking.
You're hurting my wrist.
Oh, you know I'm not.
Well, I don't like it.
Now, you've got to be fair about this.
That's what you should be.
Sally, if I tell your uncle something that isn't true, I'll just get myself in Dutch. And I have enough grief now.
Oh, you should worry about that old ticket. You'll get off.
Yeah, with about a $50 fine.
Well, it isn't going to cost you anything to tell Uncle Thomas a little white lie.
But I don't intend to.
Cecil, I have to go in. It's nearly time for dinner, and there's Uncle Thomas.
Can I come back over after dinner?
I'm going to be busy.
You know you're not, Sally.
I don't want to see you now. Goodbye. Thanks for at least trying to teach me how to drive.
Hey, wait a minute, Sally. Now, if you'll wait 3 or 4 more lessons, you'd know how to drive a little.
Good afternoon, Cecil. I hope I see you sometime soon.
Oh, yes, you'll see me tonight.
Don't be funny. I'm going to be busy.
Yes, busy going out with me.
Now, see? See, you wouldn't let me go in, and here comes Uncle Thomas out here to talk to you. Drive away, Cecil, quick.
No, I won't.
Oh, please, Cecil.
Well, hello, Cecil. Just leaving?
Oh, yes, sir. I was just going.
Well, goodbye, Cecil. Come on in, Uncle Thomas. Dinner's ready.
Wait a minute, Sally. I want to see you, Cecil.
Yes, sir.
You can see him tonight, Uncle Thomas.
Tonight, but you said, Sally,
I
that
didn't say anything. Goodbye.
Sally, just a moment. Cecil, I'm going to get Sally a small car of her own soon. But first, I want to be sure that she can drive well.
Oh, that would be nice, Mr.
Well,
Smith.
goodbye, Cecil. I think I heard Miranda say that dinner's on the table, Uncle Thomas.
Sally tells me that you have been teaching her how to drive and that she has become an expert driver.
Yes, sir. I've been trying to teach her.
Well, Cecil, I want you to tell me truthfully. Is she able to handle a car?
Well, Mr. Smith, yeah. Uh-huh. She's a darn good driver.
I'm glad to hear that, Cecil. And Sally, you should be, too.
Why, well, I'm surprised to hear it.
I won't keep you any longer, Cecil. I'm going back in the house. Well, goodbye, and thank you.
Yes, sir. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Oh, Cecil, you'll be over tonight?
Yeah. About 8 o'clock.
That's good, because I'm not going to be busy like I thought I was, and I'll be waiting for you, so hurry, won't you? Cecil, I'm sorry that you got arrested.
Oh, that's all right. Everyone has to be arrested sometime or other in their life.
Yes, I guess so. Uncle Thomas says that you have to eat a peck of dirt before you die.
Stop talking about dying, will you? I feel low enough as it is.
Well, Cecil, I've made up my mind.
Was that what you were doing?
I've decided something.
I wouldn't be thrilled now if you had an inspiration and invented something.
I'm going to help you.
You're going to help me? How?
I'm going to help to keep you from going to jail.
I don't know how I'll get out of it. We don't dare tell your uncle about being arrested. And I'd leave home before I'd tell my aunt. Oh, I'm sunk. It's bread and water for me from tomorrow on.
Cecil, the judge might leave you off, mightn't he?
Fat chance. I'm sunk already, I told you.
Oh, no, you're not, Cecil. I'm going to help you.
Well, Joan of Arc, what can you do?
Well, I'll go to court with you, and I'll throw myself on the judge's mercy.
Yeah, and be thrown out on your ear. It won't do.
Now, Cecil, everything's all right. Yes, sir.
Everything isn't all right, so stop saying that.
Well, Cecil, have you an idea?
I've an idea that it'll be just my luck to go up before the hardest, meanest old traffic judge in the country.
Well, what do you think he'll do, Cecil?
He'll give me a choice of taking 5 days in jail or paying a $50 fine.
Well, which will you choose?
Now, where would I get $50? Tell me that.
Tell your aunt.
No. I'd never hear the end of it. You don't know her.
Well, I'd borrow it from Uncle Thomas, but I'm afraid.
Oh, gee, I don't want to go home.
Well, come on in the house. You don't have to leave right away.
All right. Oh, gosh.
Come on, Cecil. Something will happen.
What you mean is the axe will fall tomorrow. It'll be my neck.
Now, stop worrying. I'm going to think of something.
I'm sorry, but next year will be too late.
I'm just thinking of a plan now.
Well, I don't want your help. I've had a sample of it before. It usually gets me in deeper.
Oh, Cecil, how can you say that when I nearly made the cop let you off?
Did someone hit you on the head or something?
Well, I was just going to when he went away.
Did your uncle go around in the back of the house?
He's around in back, yes. Go on in.
All right. Oh, gosh. Now I've got to think of an excuse to get off tomorrow.
Cecil, I'm going to go to court with you.
You are not either.
I am so, too.
Now, Sally, I don't want you.
But maybe I can help you.
I'd like to know how.
So would I right now.
No, I'm going alone.
Well, no one can stop me from going in the court.
Now, Sally, we can't both appear.
We can and are.
Oh, all right then. What'll you tell your uncle?
Well, you can tell him now that it's your birthday while you're here at the house, and ask him if it's all right if you don't come down tomorrow, and I'm sure he'll say yes.
Yes, and when I don't show up for 5 days, what then?
Where will you be for 5 days, Cecil?
In jail, of course.
Oh, goodness. Well, I could tell him that you got sick eating cake and candles.
And what about you? If you're going to court, what excuse will you give?
Well, in the morning when Uncle Thomas goes down to the store, I'll tell him that I'm staying home.
You gotta have an excuse.
I'll say I have a toothache.
And he'll make you go to the dentist.
Well, I'll have, oh, goodness.
Why not have a fit?
Oh, Cecil. Oh, I know. I'll have a headache.
All right. Where's your uncle? I gotta tell him it's my birthday tomorrow.
He'll come in the house in a minute. Let's make our plans now.
There are no plans to make. At 10 tomorrow, I've got to be at the courthouse.
Will you pick me up in Ben-Hur?
Yes, and please be ready. I can't be late. Judges are funny about not wanting to wait.
Cecil, we just can't let you be locked up.
darn it, what can I do? And I'll have to tell my aunt something. She'll have a fit when I stay away overnight.
Oh, goodness. Well, what will you do, Cecil?
I don't know. Just one thing left.
What, Cecil?
I'll have to take poison. I don't want to die.
Oh, no, Cecil, it's not bad as that.
Oh, it's worse.
Cecil, I shall save you.
All right.
But I shall. They must not put you in jail.
And what to prevent them?
Well, I have a plan. They wouldn't put you in jail if you were crazy, would they?
I'm crazy already. I'm crazy for ever trying to teach you how to drive, for letting you drive my own car downtown, and letting us get a ticket.
Cecil, answer me. They couldn't arrest you if you were crazy, could they?
No. I don't know. Why?
Well, it seems to me, I read something in a paper once about not guilty because of insanity.
Oh, so you think I could get off if I acted insane, huh?
Yes, that wouldn't be hard to do, would it, Cecil?
Thanks, but you're all wet.
Cecil, you said they'd lock you up. It's your only chance.
Do you know what they do when you're crazy?
They let you go, don't they, Cecil?
Oh, yes. They let you go, all right.
There, see, it's simple.
But instead of giving you 5 days in jail, they give you 5 years in an asylum.
Oh, that wouldn't do then, would it?
Laugh that off.
Well, that's just one plan gone wrong. I'll think of another good one in just a minute.
Oh, gee, Sally, it's no use. I gotta face the music.
But, Cecil, don't you see? You can't, unless you want to tell everything. Your aunt wouldn't let you be arrested, would she?
No, of course not.
Well, that's the only thing left. You mustn't go to jail.
Yeah, but I know what she'd do. Oh, she'd pay my fine all right, but...
Well, that's simple then. It won't be hard to tell her.
But, wait till I finish, can't you? But she'd make me turn Ben-Hur over to her for paying my fine.
Oh, what does she want with Ben-Hur, Cecil?
She don't want it herself. She hates my car. She doesn't want me to keep it. And this would be her chance to make me get rid of it.
Oh, goodness, you don't want to lose Ben-Hur.
I should say not. So I'll just have to go to jail. And you can tell her I'm spending the week over at somebody's house.
Cecil, I have it.
You've got what?
A way, a chance is the only thing left.
What is it?
Well, now look. Of course, I don't know, but if the judge feels sorry for you, he could let you go free, couldn't he?
If he wanted to, yes. Why?
Why, see, it's simple. All you have to do is make him feel sorry for you. After he finds out you haven't any money to pay a fine, see?
Fine. But what? How do I make him sorry for me?
Well, you'll have to think of that. All I can do is show you the way.
I don't know how to make anyone sorry.
Cecil, you can tell him, Oh, Cecil, you know what you can tell him?
Sure, I could tell him where to head in, but I don't dare.
No, you could, tell him that you were, married.
Tell him I'm married.
Sure. There's lots of boys marry young.
What would I be married for?
So he'd feel sorry for you.
He wouldn't believe me. You know it.
How does he know? You can wear a fake mustache and look old.
Where would I get a mustache?
Oh, you can rent one someplace, or we can make one. And, oh, Cecil, I have another idea.
I don't like this. You know it won't work. I'll just get in worse.
No, you won't. I have it all planned out now. Cecil, you can tell the judge that you have no money and you're married and have 5 children.
No, I won't. Why, oh, no. Are you crazy, huh? Oh, that's awful.
Well, you want to go to jail?
No, I don't.
Oh, Cecil, you can say your wife is dead and there's no one to take care of the children if they lock you up, see? You're sure to go free. Isn't that smart of me?
No, I don't like it. You know I couldn't. Or they wouldn't believe me.
Well, sure they would. If you wore a mustache, they couldn't tell how old you were.
Sally, they might ask me to, well, could I, suppose they'd say, where are your children?
Oh, Cecil, that gives me an idea. Oh, my. You know what? I'll borrow Mrs. Mason's baby. They live next door, and they have a new baby. And I'll get her to let me have it tomorrow. I'll tell her I just want to take care of it.
You can't borrow a baby.
Well, sure. And you can take it down to court with you.
No, Sally, I'd be scared to death. No, I won't do it.
Oh, so after all my thinking, you won't do it?
No, Sally, I won't. I can't. No, I won't do it now.
Very well, then. That's the best I can do. Then you'll have to either give up Ben-Hur or go to jail. All right, then. Well, Cecil, that much is fixed anyhow.
Gee, Sally, I hated to tell your uncle a lie.
Oh, Cecil, don't say that word. Say fib.
I don't care. I feel like the lowest kind of something.
But, Cecil, you had to ask him for tomorrow off so you could go to court.
I know it. I wish now that I'd told him the truth.
And let him know that I was with you when you were arrested for speeding? Why, he'd never let me ride with you and Ben-Hur again.
I know it. That's twice today I didn't tell him the truth.
No, just once.
No. When he asked me if you were a good driver and could handle a car, why, I told him yes. And that wasn't so. You can't drive worth a hoot.
Oh, that's all right, Cecil. We've other things to think of now.
Yes, jail. Nice and pleasant.
But, Cecil, you had to have some excuse to give Uncle Thomas to take the day off. You must admit that.
Gee, I feel like a crook or something. If I died tonight, I know where I'll go all right.
Oh, stop talking about dying. It's unpleasant enough as it is.
Don't I know it? Darn. I wish I hadn't told him it was my birthday tomorrow, when it isn't.
Well, Cecil, you had to tell him something.
I know, but gee, Sally, can't you see how punk it makes me feel? I tell your uncle tomorrow's my birthday, just to get off, to be in court. And he congratulates me, and I don't even have to ask him. He said, never mind about showing up tomorrow. Gosh, I want to hide my head.
You're liable to be hidden for 5 days if you can't get out of a fine.
And this is what makes me feel the worst.
Well, that was kind of unexpected.
You could have knocked me down when your uncle handed me $5 for my birthday. Gosh, I came near breaking down and telling him it wasn't true.
Oh, Cecil, I'm glad you didn't. I was so afraid you were. You were sort of weepy. Your eyes were wet.
Oh, they were not. But what could I do? I had to take it.
Sure, I'm glad you did. Now all you need is about 50 more.
I gotta give it back to him some way.
Oh, keep it and keep still.
Believe me, I'll bet I say my prayers before I go to bed tonight.
Well, if you do, you better pray that you get a soft-hearted judge tomorrow.
Don't worry, I will.
I don't see why you won't do what I suggested and wear a mustache and tell the judge what I said.
I won't do that now. I said I wouldn't.
Oh, goodness, you're stubborn. I don't know what you want.
I know what I want. I want to get rid of this traffic ticket without having to go to jail.
Oh, Cecil. I know. I didn't think of it before.
I thought you had thought of everything.
No. Why couldn't you tear the slip up and forget about it?
Even if I could forget about it, the traffic department wouldn't. Then I would get it in the neck.
Oh, Cecil. Goodness, would they hang you?
They'd do something awful.
Cecil, there's only one way. You'll have to make them let you go.
And what do I use besides chloroform?
Sentiment.
What?
Sentiment. Hard interest. Sob story.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
Yes. Now you get the idea.
I won't do what you suggested about telling the judge that I was...
Married and had 5 children.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Then you'll have to make the judge sorry for you some other way.
Maybe I could break a leg or something.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea. Could you, Cecil?
No, I'd rather go to jail.
Oh, we must think of some other way to wring the judge's heart, then.
And get my neck wrung, too.
Cecil, let's go at this with logic.
I don't know how. How do you do it?
Well, look now. If you were a judge and had to find people who were speeding and driving recklessly, what would make you sad?
Something sad would make me sad, of course.
Yes, but what, for instance?
Well, if I were a judge tomorrow, I'd feel sorry for me.
Yes, but he most probably won't, though. We'll have to make him.
Gosh, I don't know, Sally. If you were a judge, what would make you sorry and sentimental?
A sad story of love. Oh, Cecil, I always weep at sad love stories.
Well, I can't tell the judge a sad love story.
And then I feel sorry for poor beggars on the street.
Well, so do I. But I don't look like a beggar.
No, you've got that 5 Uncle Thomas gave you.
Please, let's don't talk about that.
And then I feel sorry for newsboys and poor people. Oh, Cecil, I know.
What?
You could make out like you were poor.
Make out like I am?
Oh, I mean really poor, Cecil. No clothes or anything.
Are you going to suggest that I go to court in a bathing suit?
No, but look. Oh, goodness, I have another plan.
Well, what is it? I have to go home in a minute.
Oh, this is the best plan I've thought of yet. You'll do this, Cecil, I know.
Well, what is it? So I'll know.
Goodness, I don't know what's the matter with me. I didn't think of this before.
Are you going to tell me, or is it a secret?
Oh, no, it's not a secret. It's the best plan yet.
It's not a plan. It's a continued story.
Cecil, everything is all right. I know just what you can do,
Well, you know more than I do then.
and I'm going to tell you all about it.
When? Now, or after you've finished patting yourself on the back?
Oh, Cecil, this plan is fine.
Fine.
Cecil, if you were a judge and you had a poor young fellow come up in front of you and he didn't have any nice clothes and no money, but he was a nice young fellow, what would you say to him?
I'd say, good morning first.
Oh, I mean, would you fine him or let him go?
If I were a judge, I'd let everybody go.
Oh, no, you wouldn't, Cecil.
Yes, I would, too.
Well, you wouldn't be a judge very long.
No, but I'd have a darn good time while I was.
But, Cecil, if it was like I just said, don't you think that a judge would be kind of easy, or at least not as hard as he would be on someone who was dressed nicely?
Naturally. You couldn't be mean to a poor person.
See? There you are.
All right, where am I?
Don't you get it, Cecil? All you have to do is wear old rags and a dirty cap, see? You don't have to say you're poor, just look it, see? And I'll bet he'll let you off.
Hey, that's a good idea, Sally. He wouldn't be as hard on me if I wore old clothes as he would if I were dressed up like I was going to a party.
Sure, see? And you don't have to tell him anything. Just act sort of meek and sad and tell him you haven't any money. That'll be the truth. And I bet he'll let you go.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to do that. It's a chance.
Sure. I knew I'd think of something.
Oh, wait a minute.
Why, Cecil, what's wrong now?
Where am I going to get these old clothes?
Haven't you got any at home?
All my clothes are old as far as that goes, but if I leave the house tomorrow with old clothes on, my aunt will suspect something.
Can't you sneak something out the window tonight?
No, not a chance. I'd have to go down in the basement and look for them.
Well, that's all right, Cecil. I have another plan. I think of everything.
Where'll I get them?
Here, at my house, when you come over here to get me in the morning.
Have you got any old clothes?
Well, Uncle Thomas has. He'll be gone in the morning, and Miranda won't see you. She'll be in the kitchen.
Yeah, your uncle's clothes. Do you know how much I weigh?
No. What's that got to do with it?
I weigh 130 pounds, and your uncle weighs over 200. I'd look fine in a pair of his old pants.
Oh, Cecil, that's all the better. Don't you see? You're so poor that you have to wear someone else's pants, see?
Yeah, that's fine. But how am I going to keep 'em up?
Oh, you can wrap them around you a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times is right.
And you can wear an old coat of his, too.
It'll probably fit me like an overcoat.
Oh, that'll be lovely, Cecil. I can just see you. Enough to melt the hardest heart.
Well, all right, I'll do it. Where is this stuff?
It's downstairs in the basement.
Good. I can change down there tomorrow. Can't I?
Sure, Cecil. You'll be free by noon tomorrow, and then we can have the rest of the day to play. I know it.
Oh, gosh, I hope so. Is there a lot of coal downstairs that I can get my face good and dirty?
Yes, come on. Let's go down now and see if we can find everything. Let's see now. You need pants and a coat and some heels. Oh, Cecil. This is going to work, I know.